Akwaban, welcome to Expat Life Ghana. I'm Ayo and this is Tony, and we are documenting our move from Texas to Ghana as we go beyond the return.
This video is a celebration, and we're also talking about leaving the US for Ghana. So let's get this video started.
Oh my gosh, can you believe that our channel has grown to, like, I can't even believe how much it's grown, but over 1.5 million views.
That's
It's so crazy.
a lot of people watching. Craziness.
It's a lot of people watching. We literally just started this so our friends knew that we
were
okay here in Ghana.
Things were good. And just to keep up.
Yeah, but I guess that means that, like, people really want to know what it's like here, and there's a lot of interest in Ghana, which is a good thing, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
All right. Well, we have a big show for us today, right? We are celebrating our 1.5 million views. That is awesome.
Yeah. How many videos do we have out? Like 50 something, 50 plus, 52, 54, something like that?
We will be creeping up on a year in like
next month?
Yeah, like next month, end of next month.
Yeah,
so maybe 48 videos. That's
no.
Is it next month?
No, it's more than.
Is it?
Yeah, we got like 50 some videos out.
Wow. All right, awesome. Well, thank you for sticking with us through our journey. We appreciate you.
Absolutely. And if you're new to the channel, binge watch all of the videos we have out.
Definitely. Well, May was a big month. We had our meet and greet.
Absolutely. It was fun.
It was
so much fun. Somebody wrapped the party into the meet and greet. And I just want to thank everyone for coming out, helping me celebrate my birthday. Everybody who came to the first meet and greet, who had to come back to the second because they loved it so much. Thank you guys for sticking with us. I'm
going to pop into the highlight reel. Do you mind?
Pop into the highlight reel.
Woo!
Party, y'all.
It was so much fun.
Yeah, it was. That was a good time. It was a pool party. Nobody jumped in the pool, but
we had some feet paddlers.
Yeah,
we had some feet paddlers. That was pretty good.
Oh, look at Lonnie dancing. Oh, wow.
It was fun. This was hilarious. What is it with us girls and the line dancing? Yeah.
Man, George.
We like to get down with it. We like to get down with it.
Absolutely.
So yeah, it was really like, it was a good time. You can only find out about our meet and greets if you are in the closed Facebook group.
Right.
So if you are an expat who is living in Ghana, or if you are in the States and you are exploring Ghana as an option and you just kind of want to join in on the fun, go ahead and make sure that you sign up for that closed Facebook group. You will find that down in the description in the show notes.
Yes, and that group just reached 1,000 members.
1,000 members.
1,000 members.
And you like to not let people in.
Yeah, I kick people out too. So I'm amazed that we got over 100, but you know, no, it's a great group because it's very informative, and we talk about everything that's happening in Ghana, and people ask questions and we're able to answer them. And if we can't answer them, somebody in the group usually steps up and answer them.
Yeah, I mean, at this last meetup, it was so hilarious because there were people who were meeting other people that they had met stateside and randomly, like, reunited. There was two people who went to high school together and hadn't seen each other in a really long time and met at our meetup. It was just the craziest thing. So we had a couple of instances like that, but I felt like everybody was connecting.
Yeah. Our group, I'll give you credit for that, because when the people come in for the meet and greets, you're good at, hey, you should meet so-and-so. Hey, you should meet so-and-so. You should meet this person. You're good at placing people in their proper categories or groups, or I don't know how to describe it.
I kind of have a rule: you can't stay with the people you came with. You have to like mingle. Otherwise,
absolutely.
It's not really a meet and greet, is it?
No, it's not meet and greet.
So you got to get out, you got to meet, and you got to greet.
Yeah.
You had some spotted too, right?
I had some spotted. Yeah, there were some people in town.
Other than all the fabulous people who came to the meet and greet.
Other than all the meet and greet people, yes, absolutely. Outside of that, let's see, Samantha and Tim We want to thank you for the macaroni and cheese bowls and the grits.
Thank you.
It was a pleasure to meet you and your families. Let's see, Nancy and her husband. Nancy, I'm so sorry I forgot your husband's name, but I met him through a video chat. It's great to see him, and thank you guys for the macaroni and cheese and grits. By the way, please stop the macaroni and cheese and grits for this month. Next month, you can start it back up again.
Leo literally ate.
Like, he's eating like 2 bowls at a time.
He's the happiest kid in the entire world right now. It's kind of sad. It's a little sad.
Yeah. Let's see. Kwaku spotted me at Burger King with the boys the other day, and his wife is from the States, and I'm gonna have a chance to get to meet Kwaku later on sometime in the near future, so we can discuss about the baking that your wife does.
Ooh, yeah, we had really good cake at the party.
Oh,
but it is really hard
awesome
to find good cake. Like,
yes.
I guess not good cake, but like sweet, scrumptious, moist, and delicious cake. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked here on the cake.
Yeah. Cake is good.
So let's pop in and say hi to some folks here. Let's see, who do we have in the comments? You guys are all in there. Why?
Hello, people.
Let's hop in.
Let's start with Daleem. Daleem, what's up, my man? Greetings. Patiently waiting. Miss T, greetings, family. Tyson Blake, love this channel. Love you back, man. Stephen Bishop, hey. All right. I'll stay there. My wife wants to come here. I'll make it happen.
Oh, goodness.
Good evening, Dino 41ish. Good evening, my new friends in Ghana. Stan Lewis, hello, everyone.
Hello. Hey, Janet. How are you doing? Adventures of Dr. Lou. We are getting started, all right.
Yes.
A Ford, hello. Now that was God. Thank you. Oh, thank you very much for the compliments. We appreciate that. Just hearts. I love hearts. Those are all good too, right?
Ladioso.
Hello, Pamela. How are you? She's coming to us from Atlanta.
Oh, ATL.
David wants to wish you happy birthday.
Oh, thanks, David. Appreciate that.
We've got an Aquaba coming to us.
All right.
We've got someone from the U.S. Virgin Islands. Nice.
Oh, wow. Nice.
Yes.
Good to know. Good to know.
See you. Ed Perry. Woo. Johnny H. You finally made it to Alive.
Yeah. It took you so long. Where you been,
right?
man?
It's like our 5th or 6th one. You should definitely hit the notifications bell right now. If you are with us right now, hit notifications so that when we go live, you don't miss them. You're always with us. We've got someone here watching from Rome.
Rome, wow.
Hello. Kwame, hey, what's up? Chicago.
Oh.
You know, my mom is in Wisconsin, and she said that a couple of days ago, it was 85 degrees, and yesterday, the feel-like temperature was 39.
Wow.
It's the end of May.
Wow. Well, the temperature in Ghana has been a steady, 91. It doesn't change. 91 in the day, 77 at night. That's how it goes.
Where's rainy season?
It is rainy season.
It hasn't been raining for
rainy season. It's all to cool down during rainy season. Really it went from 91 to 90. So cool down.
Edward, hey, Chicago, you'll be here in early August. A good time to come.
Oh, yeah. Let's see what's happening in August.
I'm sure there's going to be lots of stuff. Stay tuned. Join the group.
The club gets cold in August. So
is that what it is? Hey, Evelyn, how are you? Hey, we've got a couple more greetings, and I see somebody here is asking if we've been vaccinated with the COVID vaccine. Just curious.
I haven't been. Have you?
Not.
Yeah, I had a couple shots, but they weren't COVID.
Oh boy, that was. There you go. Hey, Capstone, I'm here for Ion.
Oh, well.
Hey, well, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
With that, we should show up a little bit, right? Can you see?
No,
I'm gonna do it. I'm doing fashion show with mine. Do you like that?
Yeah.
Come on, that's so cute. I love it with jeans, right? Okay, that was it. This is Alpha Afrique, and the earrings as well. So I always love to wear the earrings. Really love. They're light.
Oh yeah,
ladies, you ever wear the earrings and they are literally so heavy they like pull on your whole earlobes? I really hate that. So these are very light. I really appreciate that. And I love the shirt.
The sleeves are really slamming.
Yes, I like to wear jeans sometimes, so it's nice to find, not like have all dresses and all skirts. So the top is very like feeling this top today.
Yeah, if you're feeling that top.
Alpha free.
Alpha free. Hey, if you're feeling my top, look at that. Wait,
are you gonna fashion show?
Not much of show. Just
it looks nice. I mean,
I just wanted them to see the whole. Oh yeah, absolutely. Alpha Freak, Charles and Emma, you're doing a great job helping us out here, and we appreciate it.
You actually went this. You actually went this week, right?
I was there. Was it Monday? There were some people in town that I was able to meet, and they were like, "Hey, you know somebody who has a spot where we can find some clothes?" I'm like, "Absolutely." So we introduced them to our friends at Alpha Freak in East Legon.
Yep.
And that was a new partnership that they made. So it was great to make that connection and be part of that. So
absolutely. I mean, they're just like the sweetest couple in the whole wide world. So if you get a chance, if you're in the area, you should definitely make a trip. They have the ready to wear clothes in case you don't have time to get clothes custom made. You can grab something off the rack and ready make. And if you have a little bit of extra time when you go in, you can have it altered or adjusted so it fits you perfectly. Which, hey, who does not love that? So we have a kind of like a baby announcement. No, not a baby announcement. Well, my baby.
Baby announcement. This is where I leave. See ya.
So I'm here. It's just the IO show today.
Okay, no babies.
No babies. Well, my baby. My baby.
Okay, your baby.
My baby.
The big boy.
The big boy.
He turned 12 this past week.
He turned 12 this past week. Can y'all believe it? Oh my God, he's so big.
That's my guy. That's my buddy right there. Happy birthday, buddy.
So he wanted the shirt in the middle. That is like his favorite shirt now. He's been wearing that.
And that's an Alpha Freak shirt.
Every other day, I swear he's in that. I'm like, is it clean again? He's like, yes, it's clean. Stop asking me. I'm not going to stop wearing it. He's serious about that shirt.
Yeah, he loves it.
Oh my gosh. So, well, and that's great. So my baby is getting big now, kind of getting a little sad.
Yeah.
But happy birthday, Luke. All right, so let's pop back into the comments. I'm sure there's going to be some people. We've got from Florida. We have somebody who's asking about a meet and greet in October.
If you come in October, I don't know when the next meet and greet will be.
I don't know either, but we'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
We got someone coming in from Philly, from New Jersey, from Germany.
Germany.
Oh my goodness.
Nice.
And thank you guys for putting in some birthday wishes for Luke.
Absolutely. I'm sure he'll look at this later. Oh, thank you.
So it's a little bit different having birthdays here, especially for the kids. Like it's not kind of like how it is in the States in terms of, I feel like every time one of the kids had a birthday, it was like a Chuck E. Cheese extravaganza for Leo. And for Luke, it was like, and there's no.
I was gonna say COVID really kind of, limited what we could do as far as birthdays. So the home thing was pretty nice.
Well, and even something as basic like I've had a hard time finding greeting cards.
But I found a spot.
One spot.
I won't say the name of where I found them, but you can find greeting cards too.
Yeah, it's not.
It's a rarity.
And wrapping paper. Found gift bags.
Now, wrapping paper, on the other hand, I've not seen that.
Yeah, so it's very interesting, like the idea of giving.
It's like newspaper.
Yeah, old school newspaper. But we celebrated nonetheless. I think
absolutely.
The fact that we can have cake and blow out candles still makes birthdays here seem like U.S. birthdays for the boys if you're traveling with kids and you're wondering how that all works out.
Yep.
So we are going to. I still have a bunch of people popping in. Nashville, I see. Some people sending birthday love for Luke. Love it.
Unity is strong. Thank you. Love and respect. Yep.
Love the blessing. Thank you.
It's pretty.
Well, thank you. Yeah. You know what I always find amazing when we do these lives is where everybody is coming in from.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Oh, it's amazing. People from all over the world are tuning in, and we really appreciate that. I think our first time we paid attention that people from all over the world were tuning into us was when we went to the Luca Hill, and the doctor threw me off because Dr. Alex was like, "Hey, I know you, but you don't know me." I'm like, "I don't think I know you." And he's like, "Yeah, it was from the Caribbean, originally from I'm not even Dr. Alex. I'm sorry, I forgot where he's from, but it was just great to see that people from all walks of life who are coming to Ghana are paying attention to our channel. We really appreciate it. So thank you guys.
Well, and I think it's also interesting that so many different diverse groups of people end up here. And when you really think about connecting with the expat community, you're talking about people who, I mean, when we had our meetup too, right? We've got people from the Caribbean who are in, we've got people who are coming in from European countries, from people coming in from the States. They're coming in from all over, which makes this a really good place for kind of anybody, right? I mean, like people who are Asian.
Is Ghana the new melting pot?
Hey, I mean, we got a pretty good group. So yeah, I definitely think that like there's a big draw here for a lot of different types of people, and that is definitely cool.
Yes,
I dig it. So we got some people, right? New York, boom, boom. Hey, how are we doing? All the way to California. See,
Brooklyn in the house.
I rest my case. They're coming from all over.
California, Guadalupe.
Absolutely.
Oh wow, that's just. Oh, Kimberly Menza. Hey, Kimberly. Our #1 fan, I think. It's like a couple of them.
Yeah, we got some super fans. Definitely one of them. Thank you. And yeah, if you're watching right now, you should definitely give it a thumbs up. We love it.
Yeah, absolutely.
So let's jump back in and continue on. But before we get going, I have a question for everybody. I want them to answer for me. My question is this. Why do you want to be in Ghana? Why do you want to be in Ghana?
Want to be in Ghana? That's a good question.
That's a good question.
Yeah, a lot of people are going to answer that with many different answers.
I bet.
Okay. So whenever we post a video, there's always someone in the comments like, why would you ever want to move to Ghana? And these are people who've never been to Ghana.
You guys, every single time we post a video, there's at least one comment where someone asks us, why on earth would you ever want to move? Why on earth would you ever leave the United States?
Yeah, and my thing is, if you've never been here, then you don't know.
You don't know. You don't know. You don't know.
It's like our secret.
Is it? Yeah. Is it our secret?
Well,
secret's out.
Secret's out.
But I mean, for real, like, it's one of those things where Ghana is a draw. I feel like Ghana is a draw.
Yes.
But when people are in comments, they keep asking, like, why would you want to leave the US? And I never know if it's because they themselves have never traveled or if it's really like they're commenting about Ghana at large. Do you think it's just they've never traveled?
They've never traveled.
So come on, guys, answer me that question.
If you've done just the slightest bit of homework on Ghana, I think you'll start to understand, oh, this is someplace I might want to look into. And for all the negatives that Ghana has, I can throw out like 10 for every one positive. So it's just a matter of people comment not coming here, not having any idea of what Ghana offers. Yeah. So I don't pay attention to those people.
So I'm gonna pop in and see what some of these guys are saying. Amir's like, there's just too many answers.
There's too many answers, right, Amir? Yeah.
I agree with you.
No gun. Hey, man. Let me just jump in for a second. The United States is going like mass shooting crazy right now. And so I'm like, I've been pulling back from international news, but I still get a local news on my phone. So whenever I get these news alerts, it's like every third one is about, some mass shooting someplace. And the last thing I worry about here in Ghana is gun violence.
Which is like is such a serious thing. I mean, you don't even know how serious.
Yeah.
I don't think you realize how much that weighs on you as you're walking around in your everyday life. And, I used to be a teacher. We used to have to do drills in school.
Active shooter drills.
Lockdown drills, on top of just regular fire drills. Remember when you were in school, we did tornado drills?
Yeah, tornado drills.
We don't do those anymore. We do active shooter drills.
Yeah.
But like that is very oppressive, a little bit oppressive.
Yeah, that's part of the accepting the unacceptable. Our kids in the U.S. are, 5 years old, and they're participating in active shooter drills at school.
But there was an active shooter in a class full of 5 and 6 year olds.
Yeah, it's just crazy.
I mean, that's like an event that actually happened. Mm-hmm. So. Yeah, no guns. Definitely. No guns. Definitely a draw. Mm-hmm. We've got Miss T saying because it's part of her ancestry.
Hey, man, I feel your sister.
Hey, me too. If you haven't had your ancestry done, though, I think that's a really interesting experience. Even if you do know what your heritage is, you might find that there's a little piece that you might not know of in the history. But that was you really enjoyed that process.
Oh yeah, I did. Just like, I'm from West Africa. Where at? Oh, Ghana.
Y'all listen. I never wanted to marry a Ghanaian man. Okay, and then what did I end up doing? Ugh.
We're hot. What can I say, Ghana men? Let's take our pedestal. No, we will stand on our pedestal. We're Ghana men.
Okay, well, so there you go. There you go. But here we are. That's exactly what happened. But I think it's very powerful to find out like where you're rooted, because American culture doesn't really your African roots your Black roots aren't connected to Africa. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense, right? You have kind of
you're not even encouraged to think about being African. It's just, hey, you're here, you're American. It's just, leave it at that.
It's like your journey, your ancestry ends at the slave ship, and it doesn't kind of go beyond that, right? Like, well, if you're here, you're Black, you're probably a slave, right?
Now in the U.S., they don't even talk about that. You're just Black. You've just been here.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Anyway, if you haven't done your ancestry, there is a link in show notes if you decide that you want to do that. It is kind of I think that's an empowering, fun thing to do. Can you buy health supplements there? I found the best pharmacy in Tema here. They had everything, but I have one medication, just one that I still take from, the US that I was really worried about refilling my prescription because it's hard to find in the States. And they have it. So
the place in Community 7?
Yes.
Yeah.
They have tons of health supplements, essential oils. If you want to go into the village and get the originals, you can get the original healing rubs, powders, drinks, and roots, and they've got them for you. So yes, ma'am. Yeah, traced our family to Ghana. Yes.
Come on, Faith.
That's definitely yes. A draw. Could one of the draws be food?
Please don't talk about food, Tony. Yes, I love the food here.
I think we're all in heaven.
Yeah, the food. I love the food here. There's no doubt about that.
Well, and you're eating so much closer, like farm to table.
Yeah. Less preservatives.
Kimberly wants to know, why would you not want to be in Ghana? But people say it every single video because they get hung up on.
It's a developing country. Why would you want to leave the U.S.? We have so many great amenities. What you don't have is equal rights for Black people. And you say you do, but you really don't, because you don't show that you do. You can say it all day, but if you don't show it, it doesn't count.
Yeah, we've got other people who are going back for ancestry, people who are just saying it's their spirit.
Yep.
Ghana and Togo are off the chain.
You got that right.
Right underneath the mirror, right? Yes. Get the vibe.
Yeah.
There's a lot to be said about vibe, right?
Yeah.
Like you feel calm and at peace, right? And connected.
Yeah, they call me Timber Boy now, so I love it. I'm like, hey, this is cool, but it's just a matter of how I've acclimated to the Ghanaian life, how I've socially been out, meeting friends, getting to know people, and business associates and things like that. So I'm everywhere now, and people are like, "Oh, you're not from here? Oh, I thought you were from here. We see you everywhere." And I'm like, "Oh,
it's
no."
a good, it's
So
a good vibe.
It's really, yeah,
it's much
it really
different.
is.
A Ford said the same thing, right? Ghana has a whole vibe. Peaceful lifestyle food, people, lifestyle, food, and the vibe. Yes.
Yeah.
That is it. Somebody go put that in a tagline somewhere.
Yeah.
Right we've got somebody who's weighing East Africa.
Interesting.
Because of land holding.
Oh yeah, we understand the land issue as far as ownership. So yeah.
Just in case someone's wondering, you even when you buy land here, it's written up as a lease with a lease option to renew. So land is just a little different.
Yeah, you can only own it for like 50 years.
50 or 100, depending on the contract, but or 99, not 100.
Well,
99-year lease. And then there are some restrictions based on citizenship status. So in case you were wondering. But there are places that will help you get that process started.
Absolutely.
We had somebody on the channel.
Yes,
who was working with builders to get that done, but also has a section of the company that works with people who want to just do land purchase.
Yes, we did. No, I can't remember his name. I feel so bad. You just threw that out there.
Sorry. We'll find it. We'll put it in the show notes.
Sorry,
Muriel wants to say that hospitable people.
Hey, it's Mariella.
Very chill. Yes, all of those things. Yes.
Mariella.
And then Nadine, the cost of amazing food is super reasonable. And I will say though, you have to eat like a Ghanaian person, right? Like,
to get the benefits of the lower cost.
It's even when you go out to like a fancy restaurant, right? Like what I would think of like a fancy restaurant. When you order something off of the more continental side of the menu, it is automatically more expensive than if you order something from the Ghanaian menu, even out to eat. So in terms of buying groceries and food, stay local.
Yeah, fufu and light soup, that's
all day long.
Kind of a set price all around.
Bernita wants to learn more about the culture. Yes, that would be definitely, absolutely. So draining in America. Can I tell you? So draining in America. It's really interesting that you don't have to filter yourself when you're here. Do you know what I'm saying? Like you filter yourself in a different way. Let me back that up a little bit. But you know how in the United States, it's like you have to throttle your ethnicity a little bit?
Yeah.
I hope you guys understand what I'm saying. You have to hold yourself back in certain places because you can't be all in. Don't have to do that. Right? Like
just be you.
Just be you.
I love it.
Be nice, but be you. It's all right. Is it hard to travel to Africa?
Ooh, interesting question.
We're going to talk about that in a little bit. Yep. We've got someone saying
no
Fatima.
voters.
I don't know about that one. We're going to stay
no
on
voters.
politics.
Yeah, we don't. Yeah, politics. Yeah, okay. Just fell in love with when you visited. Plus, my husband is here. Absolutely, I understand.
Yeah.
When I visited.
Absolutely. Nadine said she fell in love with Kumasi.
Oh wow! I was just in Kumasi. I was like, "This is not for me." It was just
got back from Kumasi. Was it yesterday?
Yeah, yesterday.
Yesterday he was in Kumasi. You guys just got back.
Yeah.
You were. There's so many different parts of Ghana.
I was told I need to stay in Kumasi a couple days.
Yeah.
And get around a little more. It was just a little overwhelming for where I went and what I was doing. So I was like, ooh, maybe it's a different part of Kumasi people are talking about, but it was just not my cup of tea.
But that's the thing too. I want you guys to think about this. If you guys are planning a trip or planning a visit, it's so important to get into different areas.
Absolutely.
You can't just like go Accra, stay Accra.
Yeah,
go Kumasi.
I was in Coastal Boat today. Oh wow!
That was like your jam.
Oh, you have to go. You have, and it's small, and but it is so beautiful out there.
It's just so, and that's towards Volta region, right?
Yes,
so that's like region. Ghana going a little bit further east. You get to the Volta region, and they have beautiful water features and water activities.
The Volta Lake is
Volta
beautiful.
It gets a little greener out towards that way than it is coming. So there's so many different pockets.
Right.
And it seems like so many people who are come and they're like,
East Lagoon. I would have been across East Lagoon.
Y'all, there's
y'all have
more.
fun.
There's more. So get out a little bit. Peace and justice, yes.
Yes.
Ghana is the most beautiful democratic country, and the press freedom, and above all, the beacon of Black liberation of Black people.
Absolutely.
It is nice to see that, like, there's empowerment. Mm-hmm. There's empowerment. You can stand in your Black self and be all Black.
Yeah, there's a saying on the Black Star Square or Black Star Market or whatever they call that. There, it has justice and freedom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
You feeling it?
I am, because if you think about it, if you don't have justice, then are you free? You're really not, because you're limited to that part of the system that is operating in your benefit. And if the whole system isn't operating in your benefit, then you're not free.
You know what's really crazy, and you do not like to talk politics, so I don't want to talk politics here because, you know, that opens up a whole can of chat comments, and we don't want to do that. But when I watch the news and I see legislation that's getting passed around the United States
what's happening right now,
I'm just like, you guys, for what?
Yeah.
It's crazy to me.
And I don't, I understand what's happening in the United States with the Asians getting attacked, and I feel for them. I do. However, at the same time, Black people are still getting, the boot, and it's like I see laws being passed for Asians before they're being passed for Black people for the same thing. It's like, well, it's happening to Black people too. Yeah, but these are Asians. It's like, well, I don't understand what's happening.
Oh, so, I'm gonna have to catch up because I haven't really been paying attention to that.
Yeah, they're passing all kind of Asian hate legislation
and making it harder to vote.
And making it,
it's just okay. We're not talking politics.
No
we're
politics,
skipping over it.
Yeah.
But Kimberly wants to throw in there because we will never be accepted here in the U.S.
You got that right.
I think you wrapped up.
You'll be accepted, but very, very. What's the word I'm looking for? I don't know. Not fully accepted.
Yeah, Kimberly says she wants her husband to get the respect he deserves and will never get in the U.S.
Yeah, you got that right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. No stress, quality of life. Absolutely. Absolutely. I have to throw this one in here. Winifred says, hey, happy birthday to Luke. Thank you.
Is that Winifred?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, hey, that's my friend, Winifred. Hey.
This is what you were talking about just a few minutes ago. We've had more than 230 mass shootings in the U.S. in 2021.
And that's this year. People don't understand what's happening in America.
The Houston area daily.
Yeah. And the governor is allowing.
And the governor's allowing what?
You can open carry, just, you don't need a permit. You don't need to have a background check. None of that stuff.
Oh,
you can just carry your gun now. Wild West people.
A little bit. That sounds terrible.
Mm-hmm. That's crazy.
Ghanaian men are the best.
Absolutely.
You just made his head all big. I don't even want to know.
He's busting out my shirt. Big old head.
Capstone says it's scary to be a young Black man in the U.S. U.S. parents have peace of mind to see their boys come to healthier adults mentally and physically here in Ghana. Can I tell you that it's a little daunting to think of all the parents of young Black men in the States. Like part of why it's so frustrating is it's the same feeling that moms had 50 years ago for their young Black boys and 75 years ago.
And nothing's changed.
It does feel a little bit.
And nothing's changed.
Somebody's asking if there's any Whole Foods.
Nope. There's a lady on the corner who has the freshest vegetables.
I mean, we have the wholest foods that you'll ever find.
That's right.
How about that?
And the price won't break the bank.
Dorcas Lee said that she said the same thing. She would never date an African man, and then she married a Ghanaian man. I'm telling you. Tara says it's very empowering to get your ancestry done.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I think it is.
Absolutely.
And then La Diosa said that she wants to give her children a better quality of life. Isn't that some real stuff?
Yeah.
I am a little bit of a nerd.
I like to think geek is more your speed.
I'm geek chic though. Okay, right? Can I be geek chic? Okay, so I better put that on a coffee cup somewhere.
Oh wow!
So
find geek chic in our t-shirt shop right after this live.
But I was just reading. They were talking about wealth and how wealth is passed down, and not only how wealth is passed down through owning property, which in the United States, significantly less Black people own property, but that's how generational wealth happens. And another way that generational wealth happens is because of higher education, or a fuller education. And guess who doesn't tend to complete as much? Yeah. And then guess who also graduates from their higher ed with a higher level of debt that they can't overcome, and then systemically aren't able to create any generational wealth. It's like
it's a system to keep Black people down.
Thank you for connecting those dots. So Adiota, I have to tell you, you're changing the trajectory for your children and your grandchildren and your great-grandchildren.
Hey, that's what Stevie said. But you know, it's the truth, and we do understand that. But
yes.
Yeah.
And then, I'm going to throw this one up there. Here we go. The only reason you can have a better life in Ghana is because you are American with Western education.
Nope. That's not the only reason.
It's not the only reason. But I will say that it does help to come, not necessarily with a better education, because I don't know that that's the differentiation. Right. But when you come to the state, when you come here from the States, hopefully you're coming with a savings account. You're coming with some cash.
But just think about it like this. I mean, I can take a man without an education who wants to work and bring him to Ghana, and he'll immediately understand the benefits of being here. And it has nothing to do with his education. It has everything to do with how that man is perceived. And when society sees you different, that reflects on your inner person. So to give an example, 2016 was the first time that I didn't feel Black. People are like, huh? 2016, I went to a country where every Black man, or where the majority of the men were Black men. So I wasn't the standout. So that was an empowering feeling. So if you take somebody without an education and empower them personally and lift them up, well, they're going to be changed and different. So, I mean, it has nothing really to do with education. That's the benefit of, I guess, of how we're able to live how we do. But
yeah, I think it's more about that.
There's so much more that, you know, being here and how you're treated, how you can fit into society here. Just being a man, not necessarily being a Black man. It was the first time I was like, well, I'm not a Black man because he's a Black man, he's a Black man. Everybody's a Black man, so we're just men here.
But you do have to kind of pop back. You know, we're talking about Western education. And in the United States, I can't speak for every Westernized country, but in the United States, African Americans significantly underperform their white counterparts and Asian counterparts in almost every academic measure. They are more likely to be assigned to a special education status. There is a higher expulsion rate, there's a higher suspension rate, and there's a lower graduation rate. So although you talk about the benefits of a Western education, is that Western education for everyone, or is it just for some?
Yeah. Yeah.
Mosquitoes. How are the mosquitoes here?
You know, they're not like Texas mosquitoes, but they're almost as aggressive.
How big is a Texas mosquito?
I saw a Texas mosquito pick up a cat once. A cat, people, a cat.
You're so full of it.
People in Texas are like, yeah, I know, right? But
I will say though that I do find that I have to
there.
I have to use spray during certain times of day.
Yeah, like you get a break from mosquitoes for a little bit in the States. You know, the weather changes, and the mosquitoes are year round. They're
absolutely
nonstop.
So
mosquitoes.
We had a question here. What is a good amount, give or take, to have in your savings when you're moving to Ghana?
Ooh, I guess that depends on the lifestyle that you plan on living and like what your status. You know, it's like.
We do have a video that goes over our budgets of what we planned on before we came so that you have an idea. But I will say that even though they're not supposed to charge you the year's rent, you will find that you pay a year's rent. You will find that you might decide you want to buy a vehicle or rent a vehicle on a long-term basis. And there's a general moving cost if you decide you want to ship any of your materials from home. So with those, I think those three are probably the biggest bites out of your budget. And so if you kind of control those and, you know, manage that, that'll be the biggest part of your budget. Yeah. If you want to come and live like a baller, there is a $350,000 US house down the street around the corner that you can buy.
I know, it is nice too.
It is really nice.
I'll be looking over the fence like, hey y'all, I know y'all got extra rooms, can I come?
Yeah. Otherwise, you can also find a $350 a month rental if you go around the corner up the street the other way. So it depends on how you want to live your life.
And there you go.
Yeah, I'm going to put this one up there because I think this is an interesting question. Alt-Rock lover, okay, we're the new colonizers.
No, sorry. How can I break this down to you?
He's making it sound serious.
I'm just coming back home, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I'm really coming back home. So
we're not taking over someplace we ain't never been before, so that's not happening. We're just coming home.
And I think that the thing about the term or reference to colonization really, to me, harks on exploitation. You know, taking advantage of and using and trying to profit off of pain or profit off your privilege. And like that's definitely
don't do that.
We're not those people.
Yeah.
I will say that we do have people that we have around the house to help us, and we take very good care of them. They're not taken advantage of. So that colonizer thing, I think that's how you approach your transition. Now there might be other people who come and they are looking to pilfer or profit from or.
Yeah, and I think even our business partners and associates wouldn't classify us like that. They're like, you helping us out, you know, and it's so it's no.
Yeah, and we don't try to profit off of anyone.
No, we don't.
I mean, we're just trying to make connections with people, trying to help others where we can, and support transition for other. I think definitely when you make that reference, you really have to think about purpose. And I think there are some groups of people that are coming to Ghana to colonize, to profit, to pilfer, and to take advantage of.
But it's not these guys.
Don't put that out there. We've got somebody who's striving to return at retirement.
Next 4 years.
Yes. That's like the big dream.
Yeah, and I'll say, they're trying to get their kids here before they're 16. That's good because the younger they are when they come, the better they are to acclimate to what's happening here and just get in and move on with their life without, I want to go to America, So the younger they are, the better it is for the transition.
Luke told me today that he wants to go to America so he can get queso.
See what I mean?
I told him, I was like, do you want to spend $1,200 on a round trip ticket and accommodations so you can get one bowl of cheese? And he said yes.
That boy got issues.
Well, I think, yep, they do. Do you know if my law degree would be accepted in Ghana or if I'd have to go back to school?
You got to go back to school.
Yeah, you'd have to go back to school.
You have to learn Ghanaian law.
Which is different than U.S. law.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and that actually goes for pretty much most professional services. Like you're going to have to get accredited or approved or licensed here in Ghana. You can't just transfer it over. I guess it's kind of the same like when people come from Latin America to the United States and they have a degree, we still make them get re-degreed when they get to the U.S.
Yeah.
Same principle here. But you should look for ways that you can capitalize on your law degree with online business and earn in dollars and not in CDs.
Yeah.
Just my personal
Absolutely.
opinion. African pride, it's the plantain and the garden egg stew.
Oh, interesting there.
I love that.
I haven't plantain in a while.
I know. Well, I have. We'll get some on the plate for you.
Oh.
Dave Chappelle is considering a move to Ghana.
Yes.
Dave, I hope you watch our channel so you can get some helpful tips and tricks. And when you arrive, just let us know so we can.
Yeah. Michael Blackson is here. And if anybody knows, I think George said he knows Michael Blackson. I would love to see Michael Blackson. And if you don't know who that is, he's the comedian. He's the comedian.
He was talking about opening up a comedy club or something, right?
Yeah. He's secretly doing a lot of affordable housing here. So he's doing a lot here in Ghana. And I just want to thank him for that. Really, I want to meet him. I'm a big fan of his. He's been on like Wild 'N Out, Friday, all kinds of movies.
Here we go.
Yeah, I like the guy.
All right. Well, regardless of your education and where you were educated, to do well, you need capital. To do well, you need capital. I mean, like, you wouldn't. My dad moved from here to the States
with nothing,
with like $4 and a college scholarship, and that was really all he had. And he was able to build from there. But for most people, you do have to have some kind of capital in order to make a move anywhere work. Whether you're going
a super great idea and a lot of determination.
I'm telling you, you're gonna need a lot of determination. Whew. Somebody else is telling us about Stevie Wonder. Still waiting to see Stevie.
Yeah, I haven't seen.
We'll see. All right, and somebody else is confirming.
Michael Blackson is hilarious. Yes, he is. There you go. Thank you.
All right. Wow. So that's some good stuff. So we're gonna keep going here. We have some breaking news.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, there's supposed to be like music that goes with that. Dun dun. United.
They're back.
United is back.
So you have another option for direct flights from the States to Ghana.
Yes, and that actually I think is super important now that we're in kind of a COVID restriction area where different European countries that would normally be laid over.
Yeah, you just come straight on here.
Non-stop from DC, yo. That is so great.
Yes.
How long is that flight?
Like 10 and a half hours?
Yeah, I think it's like 10 and a half or 11 hours to do the flight from DC to Ghana. So now there's multiple ways. We used a different airline.
We won't say who it is, but that's how much we don't care to use their services.
You can check our videos to see that experience play out.
They were the
alternative.
Yeah, for direct flights getting to Ghana.
So it's nice that there's some competition in this market now. I'm really like, yes, let's get that. So there's multiple ways for you to get a direct flight from the States here to Ghana. So yay. I guess that's kind of making it easier to get to Ghana. We're supposed to be talking about
maybe we're wrong, but maybe it's getting easier for Americans to get to Ghana.
We're getting to that part. Just stick with us.
Yes.
But I do have to say again, like these nonstop flights, I think are so critical because there are so many travel restrictions that are happening in Europe, and they're changing kind of the qualifications, and they're talking about doing a vaccination card and all these things. So to be able to skip that kind of standard layover will make travel a lot
get straight here and begin your new life.
And the flight is a lot shorter.
Yes.
And let's face it, who wants to be stuck in Heathrow for 6 hours?
Oh. Yeah.
So just as a reminder, as of today, you still need a negative COVID test within 48 hours of your boarding. And you also will get tested when you arrive in Ghana. And you have to wait until you get your negative test here in Ghana before you can leave the airport. And when you have all that, then you can leave, no quarantine. So that's good.
No quarantine is awesome.
Yes. So if you are not sure what the current travel restrictions are, I highly, highly recommend that you check
our video.
Well, yeah, check our
international travel.
But also, check out what the current regulations are, because these
check,
YouTube videos
first,
are dated.
a lot of things are changing right now, so you just want to stay ahead of the game on what you need to get here.
Absolutely.
Hi, I'm Leo. Subscribe right now.
I love that
boy.
so much.
Subscribe right now.
So what do you guys think? Are the travel restrictions making it easier or harder to travel right now?
I don't know. I'm in Ghana, not trying to leave.
You really are not trying to leave. You guys, this man is never leaving. Somebody asked us that the other day. Well, we'll save that for different conversations.
What they asked? No, what they asked?
Yeah, I will save it. Somebody asked about our video on, oh no, they said the airline.
Oh.
Oops, let me take that off. Christmas
1, 2, 3. We don't talk about this.
United, yes, coming in August, absolutely. People are saying that they're vaccinated, so they're good to go. But I think that Ghana is still saying that even if you're vaccinated, you still have to take the test and still have a negative COVID test. So, and I think that's one of those things that's going to change probably in the next few months, how kind of all countries are going to manage as more people have full vaccinations. But for right now, you're still going to have to do the test twice. I'm sorry. What's my name?
What's my name? What's my name?
Yikes. If that's why you're laughing, right?
Yeah, I do. Crazy.
Love the awesome book. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes. I'm feeling this shirt. I'm gonna have to go out.
Yeah, that's a real nice shirt.
I feel like this is a shirt that requires high heels and dancing.
Like a ladies' night.
Yeah. Ooh, ladies' night. I'm just gonna leave you behind.
Oh, she pushed me away again. Okay.
What's the best time of year to come? All year is the best time of year.
Yeah, as far as weather, it's the same weather.
There is a rainy season, so we do have to say, like, there's a rainy season, but global warming, I think, is starting to mess up rainy season because
it
should have already happened by now.
It should have started, but
and we haven't had it.
We've had a couple.
No, it's not.
No. This week it rained.
It's like it rained. It wasn't rainy season. You're like, it rained one day.
It rained one day.
That does not constitute rainy season. That was run rain. And even, remember we were talking to Pastor Paul, and he was saying that the rainy season is starting to affect the crops. That the rains aren't coming when they're supposed to, and it's affecting not only crops,
how they grow.
Yeah, and then how much farmers are having to pay for water to water the crops so their crops don't die. So yeah, right now, anytime is good until global warming starts to figure some stuff out.
Yeah, just come.
And when is it not hot?
At night.
No, it's not at night.
It's 70-something at night.
But it's like humidity, depending on where you are. And this is also very dependent on where you are too. Like Ghana's weather is not uniformed everywhere. Yeah. So if you go up into the mountains at nighttime,
it's very cool. And the mountains is usually just a little cooler anyway. So.
Yeah. Versus being close in Accra, where the humidity all the time, versus Tamale when you go way up into the northern area, completely different. So when's a good time to visit? Anytime. United is coming back. Yes. And hopefully that means that they're also bringing jobs that on this end too. So
there'll be jobs.
Yeah. Documentation to confirm a full vaccination. Will they waive the restrictions?
Nope.
No. I feel really bad about that one. Oh yes, then the JFK Nigeria, the Lagos JFK flight. That was a good flight, y'all. 13 hours. That was that's a game changer. Not having to stop in Europe on that flight either. Yeah. So yes. And then rainy seasons. Water table wells and drinking water are all affected by the change in rainy season. Yeah. It's totally true.
I'm still waiting on the rain. It's been Christmas and the corona was roasting even at 2 a.m. Exactly. See? It's just hot.
It's just hot. Yeah. MJB wants to know about our permanent residency. So we are currently getting our
MJB. That's not Mary J. Blige, is it? Hey, if you're Mary J. Blige,
Hey.
Email. No.
Yeah, we're getting ready to hit our third visa renewal.
Yeah, we're working out our residency.
Yes.
It's in the process of getting taken care of.
So for any of you guys who are traveling and coming to Ghana, when you arrive on your tourist visa, they are going to stamp that visa. And on that stamp, it will tell you how long you have on that visa before you need to get a renewal. And it's not necessarily 90 days. So definitely check and see so that you know exactly when that passport is going to expire. Otherwise, you pay the daily.
There's a daily.
You
should have left a little while ago. Got this renewed.
Daily fee, and you don't want to pay the daily fee, especially if you've got a family of 4.
Yeah, if you got a family of 4, like we got a family of 4, you don't want to pay that.
You do not want to pay that. All right, so here's somebody else who's in Ghana at night. It's chilly. House on a hill. Yeah, when you get to elevation, definitely it's all different. We packed sweatshirts when we came. I don't think you've ever worn.
I know. I wore my jacket one time because it was raining, and I was like, I'm hot in the jacket. I'll just get wet.
Does Ghana have its own airline?
Yeah, absolutely. Passion Air.
Yes, it has 2.
And something else.
It used to have Ghana World Airlines, I think. It used to have 3 or 4.
Yeah, it used to have 3.
It used to have more, but not anymore. Finish the Race says, hey, hello.
Hello.
Shout out from Alabama.
Oh, Bama's in a house. Live? Oh.
Yeah, somebody's saying it's their first live.
Oh, thanks for...
Hit the subscribe button so that you don't miss the next live, because who doesn't love live?
I think the next live, we're going to have a lot to talk about.
We are. The next live, I think we definitely, I agree with you on that. We got
some big things coming up.
Yes. So let's move on. I guess we answered the question about travel restrictions getting better. They're kind of still static. And then just a reminder.
Subscribe right now.
All right. So people all want to know, and we get this message quite a bit, what is happening with COVID in Ghana?
I've heard that.
I feel like you have the inside track. What did you hear?
The movie theaters will be opening soon in a limited capacity.
I miss movies so much.
You know, we were just talking about this where what is out in the States? Fast and Furious 18. Well,
still making those?
You know, no, it's like Fast and Furious 9 or something, but it feels like 18. But
there's another Fast and Furious.
Yeah. Then you see the last one, you're like, oh wow, there's gonna be another one.
Do you know what? It has been so long since I've seen a movie in a theater that I don't even remember what I thought when I did. So they're gonna reopen soon.
Yeah, they're going to be opening soon, and it's going to be, you know, they won't be able to open at 100% capacity, but you know, they'll be opening soon.
Yeah. So if you are coming, you definitely should pack a mask or a set of masks, because you are going to have to mask up everywhere here in Ghana.
Then get ready to get your hands sprayed everywhere you go.
We wear a lot of. You're going to wear masks everywhere.
I was out today, and let's see, in the car driving into a Coastal Bowl, there was a checkpoint, and to go into a Coastal Bowl, they were spraying and checking your temperature.
Really?
On the side of the road. I was like, whoa, this is new.
Huh.
It was really weird.
It probably wasn't new. It's just the first time that you had it.
Yeah, it was new to me.
Huh.
And then, as soon as we got into a place, they did the same thing.
Sometimes they'll spray you with that stuff, and you're like,
oh, wow. What did you put in
there?
But it was like, I think today, we had it. My hands were sprayed about 7 times in 3 hours.
You know, there is something to be said about over sanitizing yourself. Yeah. As
soon as they do it, I take my handkerchief and I'm like wiping it off and like there's stuff off my hand.
It is. It's so gross. Okay, so pack masks and a hanky.
Absolutely.
But yeah, it's still, I mean, like the restrictions are still in place here. So even though for you guys that are in the US, I had a U.S. friend tell me just last week. She said COVID's finished in the States, and I was like, I'm sorry, what? Well, it is where I live. I was like, oh.
And where are you?
In Texas. I know. I was like, what? Okay. So I mean, I'm not there. I can't report on what's happening on the ground, but I can tell you here on the ground, vaccines have over 800,000 vaccines here in Ghana.
That's a good start, but and it's weird because I talk to people here and they're like, I'm not getting vaccinated, and then
we know
some people are like, I can't wait to go get my vaccination. I'm like, okay.
I think that's the same.
Not for me. Yeah.
I think that's the same everywhere. So just so you know, the COVID restrictions are still in place. All right, next big question.
What is keeping you from coming to Ghana? Why are you not here yet?
We know a lot of you are still in the thinking stage or like the planning stage where you're just processing the idea of moving or coming to Africa. Mm-hmm. And we want to persuade you to come to Ghana. Mm-hmm. Yes, right? Because Ghana's a bomb. You heard all those people give all those reasons in the comments.
Come to Ghana.
Ghana rocks. So you should definitely think about that. Mm-hmm. We have a couple of people who said that Texas and Tennessee have lifted their bans. And then Tammy saying in Texas, it is not over. We just have hard-headed people.
Yeah. But I think, Tammy, you have a horrible governor. Because,
you say that like that. Technically, that was your governor.
He's horrible. It's just, this whole thing that, we know more than the scientists. We know more than the medical doctors. Oh, okay. What do you do again? Oh, I'm a governor.
We're getting political.
I got to stop getting political.
You got to stop. Don't let him get started, y'all.
They made it so kids don't have to, you can't force your kids to wear masks in school, public places and all that. They love it.
What can I tell you? I'm just don't know. First name, last name says that hand sanitizer weakens your immune system. Isn't it ironic? Don't you think?
Yeah.
It's like, no, okay, sorry.
I know, that's why immediately after I get it, I wipe it off. I'm like, I want to get a little bit of something, right?
Yeah.
You want a little bit of something.
Yeah.
That way,
it's kind of gross.
Your body isn't like, oh my God, germs.
You're supposed to get like dirt.
Yeah, you need germs.
Just during hammer time, just go out during hammer time and keep your mouth open.
Oh, you get plenty of dirt. Going right by.
Lyro says trepidation about traveling solo. We get a lot of ladies though solo.
Don't worry about it. Just come.
Come. I think there's twofold though, because we've had a couple of people who tell us that they're solo and then they go and they rent a really remote house that's bigger, mm-hmm. and they do start to get a little lonely. But if you're coming for a travel visit, girl, don't worry, you'll be fine. Yeah. I'm sure you'll get proposed to within 24 to 48 hours of being here. So,
20, you mean seconds of leaving the airport.
Analysis paralysis is slowing down digital glow.
Slowing me down.
Don't get stuck in the mental, right? Yeah. You just gotta commit, plan, do.
Yeah. Just come. Just come.
We've got somebody who says they're planning on visiting this year and moving in 2022. Yes. See? Ready to go? Just need someone to go with? No, you know what?
Just come. Just come.
Okay, so you guys go to the expatlifeghana.com website. Send us a message on that website and tell Tony to coordinate a single ladies Ghana trip.
I'm a single lady.
Oh my God, no, not like that. You totally would do that. Get help them come, pick a date, have a time, take them to a couple of places where they won't get proposed to every 5 minutes. You don't know any of those places. There should be though.
There's my American queen. You come for a wedding. They'll be. George just had.
He had 4, right?
5. They're still here, I think. They'll believe
Hey, ladies.
Yeah. Where single ladies are here. although they knew each other
Yeah.
and some were coming at different times, but absolutely.
Keep tuning into the lives. I'm
Just
going to make Tony commit to this one. We're going to get some single ladies because y'all are all saying you're worried about coming solo. We're going to fix that.
Not this Tony.
We're going to fix that.
You need to go.
Regis is still processing. Don't process. Just come.
Oh, he's trying to come in December for holidays. So, yeah, it's going to be off the G. You won't leave.
You probably won't leave. Bushman says he's trying to set up his business first so he can do more business back home. Sounds good. I mean, having a good plan.
Have a plan.
Yeah. Same thing here with Yvonne. She wants to make sure she has savings and a plan. Yes, yes, yes. We have people who want me to encourage you to support all of those lovely ladies.
Yeah.
And somebody giving you some Beyonce shout out.
I'm just, oh.
Somebody said you did a video on hotels in Tema, and they want to know if you can do one on those in Accra and Kumasi. The commute from Tema to Kumasi looks like rush hour of the DMV.
The commute from Tema to Kumasi is crazy.
Yeah,
it is crazy.
It is.
I think next time I'll be flying into Kumasi because going there was a 4-hour trip. Coming back was 6 hours.
Yeah, it was really long. But
I thought the 4 hours was long. Then I'm like, wow, we're still on the highway, man. This past 4 hours.
It was really
hour later.
Yeah, it was really
2 hours later. I'm like, oh, we're still on the highway.
It was like SpongeBob. You're like 2 hours later.
Yeah, you can tell we got little kids.
Yeah, there you go. So I just have to tell you, look at this. So somebody's saying solo rocks, but then we have Y Rose saying, yes, Tony, that would be awesome. Angel says, yes, single ladies and single men. That sounds like spring break.
Hey, I'm not,
college.
hey, that's just spring break. Y'all are going to Mexico with that, man.
Maggie says she loves the idea. Yolanda's like, hello, yes. Miss Mary says, whoop, whoop, single ladies trip. Definitely ready to visit. Look at this. You have 5 people right now who are like.
Okay, I tell you what.
Linda,
if you're not a member of the closed Facebook group, why don't you join and I'll start setting something up.
Yeah, I mean, hey.
I'll
we'll leave it at that. We're gonna leave it at that for right now.
We forgot to mention something.
What did we forget?
Our new addition.
He's about to tell me something I don't know. What?
To Expat Life Ghana?
Oh, that's next time. Whew, you had me worried that we adopted somebody or like a baby got us on the phone.
Okay, well, I guess we're not talking about that now.
It seems like the majority of African American women are coming back to Ghana, but where are the men?
Hey, Stephen, I'm just going to let you know, man. Be happy that the women are coming. I know you're not asking it for the men because they don't do that here in Ghana, But no, I'll be honest with you. The men that are coming are married. All of the guys that I'm meeting are married. Is Lonnie married?
What's interesting is that we talked to someone just this week who said that the two, kind of like the groups that they thought were retired age, older folks coming to Ghana, and unmarried women, like younger, unmarried. So you do have a point there. I feel like that is.
That's not saying a lot for the selection of others back in the States.
You just said that.
Y'all better step your game up.
But don't worry, there are lots of options here.
These Ghana men are not sleeping.
No, they are not.
My American queen, welcome home.
And they will treat you like a queen. So no worries on that one. Jack, what are you doing up? Wait, I was about to say so late. It's only like.
Oh no! Yeah, hey Jack,
you're fine?
Man, how you been, man? It's good to hear from you, Jack.
Say hi to everybody for me. Big hug and kisses. Every Black person should visit Africa at least once. Seriously.
At least one time.
At least one time. I mean.
Yeah.
Change your whole reality. Change your identity.
Yeah,
that's another video.
It changed my identity.
It'll change your identity. I'm thinking that retirement funds should be sufficient. Listen, if you got Social Security coming in,
you're good. You're good. Honestly, you can do pretty well off $1,500 living humbly, and it's the lifestyle that you live.
Yeah, but I mean, you can live a good. I joke around, and you don't think it's funny, but I keep telling Tony that I'm going to divorce him and marry the person that I have helping at the house, because she is now the most important person.
They don't do that here in Ghana, so I'm not worried about that.
She's awesome. The quality of life that you can live here for the same, with that same money that you would get in retirement in the States.
Mm-hmm.
The quality of life, man. Quality of life. Oof. Yeah. So somebody wants to know about that water and lights going out. I just talked about quality of life, and somebody's going to come and bust us on out with the water and the electricity.
Kimberly, let's be clear about something. When the water went out, it was because they were upgrading the system.
And what happened when it went out this last week? 3 days in a row, but not continuously. 3 half days in a row.
Well, they didn't get all the kinks out in upgrading the system, so they had to go back and fix a couple things. So that's what that was.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to help the people out here.
I know. But
the electricity, hey, knock on wood, we haven't had a live interrupted, but it could happen. And you know what? That's just life, and you move on from it. I mean, it's no.
You don't even hiccup about it as much as you would think.
Yeah,
you figure out your workaround, and then you've got it. So the water goes out, we've got barrels in the back, it's no big deal. When the electricity goes out, honestly, like, what did you need that's plugged in?
Yeah,
you make it. Even me, I work online, and it's like, my computer has battery, the Wi-Fi box stays on battery for a little while. I can still work for an hour or two, even if the power's out. And then if it's still out, that's God telling me to take a break.
Amen. God, don't have her take a break right now because we're live. But
no, let's not do it right
next
now.
week, Monday,
Yes. So residual income building. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Build that residual income before you come. It definitely, it helps a lot. Somebody else letting us know Gambia.
Yes, I've heard Gambia is nice.
I think that might have to be a place we should go.
We may look into taking a visit over there.
We should do that. My earrings. Someone says they love the earrings, right? I love these earrings.
I'm gonna wear my earrings next time.
Alpha Afrique. They do ship worldwide. Yes, actually, and they do headscarves too. If you see any fun fabric and you want headscarf fabric, they will do that as well. We should have like a scarf tying session on how to tie head wraps. Tony doesn't want to have anything to do with that, so.
Why would I want to cover this up? It's so shiny.
I don't know why on earth you would. But even I know you don't want me to hold this up, but Tony even gets his African fabric handkerchiefs made.
Yes.
And those are, when you are back in the States, people steal these from
people
you.
Yeah. So when I go to the States, I have 50 or so made, and I just give them out.
And they go.
Yeah.
And they go.
And people are like, oh, man, that's nice.
Yeah. Wells and solar, both are available. You can dig a borehole. You can do wells. You can do poly tanks. You have solar options.
And solar option is here. There's a company that are making solar panels here. So that's an option. It's an expensive option.
Well, I mean, it's expensive anywhere right now. So, I mean, it's not any, I don't think it's any more expensive than what you would traditionally pay in the States.
Yeah, it is.
You think so? Okay, well, maybe a little bit.
New technology here.
But
they're still selling it as new technology, but it's just new here.
So somebody else saying, yes, get solar. Absolutely. I have a solar powered cell phone charger, and I bust that out when necessity strikes. Amen. Cal wants to know if you missed anything. Missed everything.
Good evening. Just tuning in. Oh, they had some guy on here dancing like Beyonce, and they're talking about doing a women's group, women's trip. Cal, I'll let you know when that's happening, the women's group trip.
Follow the Light says they charge more for Americans when they come. So does it make retirement more expensive?
No, they don't. They don't charge more. And no, they don't. What they do is, they'll say, oh, it's 100 CD. And you immediately say, oh, I heard 50 CD. And then they go, oh, okay, 75. And then you go 65. And they say 70. And you just play with that. But they don't
But if you're American, you don't know that, so you just pay the $100
You
because
just
you
pay the
don't ever pay the first price.
Like if you go buy a car, they aren't, oh, they're American, let's jump the price on the car. They don't do stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it's more when you're out at vendors that recognize, oh, they're not from here, they're foreigners, so let's get them because we'll never see them again. They're just here, so we just get the money from them.
Yeah, and I have to agree here. Legion 16 says, with regard to charging Americans more, it didn't really happen to the point where the money didn't go far, and I think that's really true. Like even if you are kind of getting charged a little bit more, it's not 5 CDs, $1 more maybe, or $2 more. It's not like it's these huge amounts. But if that is a concern for you, when you are going to market the first time, take a local. And I did this myself. I took out my cell phone, and when I was buying things, I wrote down on my phone what the prices were so that I could remember. And then when I would go next time, I would know
how much
they were, right?
Cost.
So it was like, okay, I know last time I paid 5 Ghana, so this time I should pay 5 Ghana. But when I did that, I actually found that all of the prices were pretty much the same as they were when I went with my Ghanaian friend, and except for one thing. And I was like, ooh, the peppers lady got me. And then later I found out that no, peppers had gone up in price because of just market value. So, you can.
People love that pepper.
Yeah. So you can go with someone so you can get a feel for it, or ask inside of the closed Facebook group if anybody has a good price on what things should be. So, because knowing, I think, is kind of half the battle, right? Somebody wants to know what our Facebook name is. We were so creative. You ready with a pencil? It's Expat Life Ghana.
Yeah. What's that name? Yeah. That wasn't hard to figure out.
What can I tell you? Oh, y'all in Tema. I hope that was a compliment.
Oh, y'all in Tema. Like, hey, yes, we are in Tema.
Somebody reminded me.
And loving it.
Yes. When you get a price, your job is to
negotiate. That's right.
Got to negotiate. And it's true. A lot of countries bargain with prices. That's not just something like that's done here in Ghana. We also see that in Asia and Japan and Europe. Things get negotiated in a lot of different places. So just, you do
it in the States. When you go buy a car, you don't pay the sticker price. If you do, not smart. But I mean, you do it there with bigger items, and you do it unconsciously. So I mean, to come here and do the haggling, it's kind of fun sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, it depends. But if you feel like you don't know, you know. All right, so here we go with our next set of breaking news. This was
this was a blow to the diasporans in America coming here.
So the title of this one was talking about, is it harder for Blacks to travel to Africa? We just found out that the Ghana consulate in Houston closed. And when I checked today, they actually had the words permanently emblazoned on the Google search page, where I was like, no!
Yeah, and the Houston consulate was the most efficient.
The most efficient one.
Yeah. Like
they were like, if you've got all your stuff, then we can, like 2 days turnaround, no problem.
Yeah. I went in, and this was during COVID, and in 15 minutes was able to get my visa.
Because you had all everything your stuff.
In line.
You paid the expedited. You went at the right time. It's not like it's not like they were doing their job poorly, and that's why we got good service. It's because they just literally were that good.
They were really good. The ladies had been there for years, and they were just good. They knew what to do.
And they closed it.
And to hear that, it's like now you're just part of a bigger system that, we'll get to it. There's no rush because.
So now it's DC and New York. Those are the consulates that you have to go through, and both of them right now are running a little slow. We'll say it that way.
Backlog.
We even know a couple that was coming to Ghana that flew to Houston to go do the expedited there at the consulate in person, as opposed to sending it to New York or DC.
Yeah.
Because they knew that it was like they're on their stuff. And that's the one they closed.
See, I don't like that.
I don't. And so whenever I see a consulate, for me, when I see an African consulate closed, I have to presume that the majority or a higher percentage of the people who are getting visas from those consulates are Black. And now it just got harder as a Black person to get all the stuff that you need to get to Africa.
Yeah, I don't like that at all.
Why?
Yeah.
We have no answer for that one.
Yeah,
so the next thing is the only upside, I guess, of this is the passport office.
Yeah, and the passport office is at a 10 to 12 week turnaround. And they are even back to offering some express passports with an 8-week return.
That's the express 8 weeks. That's not really express, is it?
So just know if you're trying to get here and you have, you have some your flight and you're trying to leave out in the next month or two, you're going to have some issues if you don't have that visa. So
yeah,
just pay attention to everything when you're submitting it. When you send it off, just make sure, triple check everything you're sending off to make sure it's right, because you don't want it to come back and it's
right.
You didn't fill this and this out, so you got to do it all over again. You don't want that to happen.
So we've got some people. Yes, the Anointed One, New York is
the worst. Yeah.
Do you know why they closed? It didn't even say. There was some talk that that the consulates at large, like the 3 main consulates there, didn't have enough resources, and by resources, it sounded like actual visas, like tangible resources, to operate all of them at full capacity. So they closed one. I don't know if that's true. That could be hearsay, or.
But the last thing you do is take out the most efficient one.
Somebody else here telling you New York is literally the worst one. Houston's where I got my visa right before they closed. You're one of the last ones. Quisha, we have no idea why they closed. But it's just painful. Somebody else said they mailed it to DC and they got it back in 2 weeks, which, yay, I'm glad to hear that. You can do the entire application online.
They're probably listening to this and like, oh wait, send that back. You shouldn't have got it back that quick or something. Like,
they got the 2-year visa. Yes, when you go, you can get the multi-entry visa, or you can get like the single entry visa. So we suggest do the multi. And also when you do the multi, you don't have to show your return travel.
Right.
You don't have to show your travel arrangements, because with the multi, your dates are flexible. So just keep that in mind. And then somebody's asking about yellow fever.
Yeah, you have to have that coming in.
Yes.
And they'll give it to you at the airport if you don't have it.
A lot of airlines will not let you get on the plane without it. They're starting to check a little bit more, I think, just with. Yeah. Anyway, would the government of Ghana or other African countries consider waiving the visa for diasporans who are visiting, to give a 30-day visa just for travel visas?
I don't think they're at that point.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I know that there's been some initiatives here in Ghana to make it easier for those in the diaspora who are trying to come back home to do that. But even with that said, it is still a journey.
Yeah.
It's still a journey.
A little rough.
Mickey wants to know the name of the beautiful town you were in recently.
Akosombo. Akosombo.
I'm impressed you could spell that. That was good job, baby.
Hey.
That's my baby.
Yes, it's in the Volta region. So Akosombo is very, very beautiful. Very beautiful.
It was definitely was.
Yeah. Oh, gotta go.
You loved it. Mm-hmm. So we had a couple questions from the last time. We want to pop those in. Dwayne said, if I am in the States and I want to visit Ghana, I already have a passport, COVID-19 vaccination certificate. Excuse me. Which government agency do I go to get a visa? The consulate, but no longer the consulate in Houston.
Yeah. Washington or New York, consulate.
So yep, just and then you can do most of that online. Just go to the online system and you can see what the requirements are, as well as enter your information, and that would be the best starting point for you.
Mm-hmm.
Here's an interesting one. Janice wants to know why the hate in video titles. Oh, Tony gave me the eyeball. Like he wants me to answer this one.
I don't know if I'll say the right answer.
Do you know what is very interesting? We just crossed over 1.5 million.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're actually beyond that now.
Yeah,
but
we're past
1.5 million views. And our still most popular video is 10 Things We Hate About Ghana. Don't stop the video yet.
They hate Ghana. Oh, why are we watching them?
The first video we made was 10 Things We Love About Ghana.
Mm-hmm.
And then we did 10 Things We Hate About Ghana. But the point of the video was, even though there are things that we don't like, we still choose to be here.
Right.
Even with all of the things that are, annoying, like the lights going off or traffic, we still think it's better that the loves outweigh the hates.
Right, yeah.
But man, why do people love to hate?
I hate responding to those comments because it's like people read the title and make a comment off of the title without even getting into the content, and we're like, really? You didn't even read because none of what you said makes sense.
Like the first 2 minutes of the video, we say, we're moving to Ghana because we love it more than we hate it. So, but people just love to click on that video.
Yeah.
So why the hate? I don't know. I guess the opposite of
I think we really want people to understand that, as much as we love Ghana, there's some things that we wish were not part of the country or part of whatever.
You can't live anywhere
without that.
Like, where is a place under God's green earth? Where is the place where there are all loves and no hates,
Mm-hmm.
no annoyances, no dislikes, no discomforts? Like, wherever you live has positives and negatives.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and we say that the pros outweigh the cons.
Oh, for sure. For sure. But dude, why do people like to click on the hate videos? Come on.
Right.
Come on.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was my 2-cent piece. This is a question we get all the time. Samantha's just the one that's going to get picked on this time.
Okay. Why, if Ghana is so great, do so many make the U.S. their home?
I didn't roll my neck at that.
Well, let me ask you this. How many older retired Africans do you see in the States? Not a lot, right? Why do you think that is?
They all come home if they can.
I'm saying all these people come, and the one couple, Kweku and what was it, Mabel, I think.
Came home?
They came home. They were in the States 30 years and came home.
My dad was 25, almost 30 years.
Yeah. So when you see them there, that isn't the final destination. It is a way to provide a better life later on, and that's what most of them do. Is they make the money there, save it up, send it back here, build their house, and their house is built, and they able to save up enough money to start whatever business, then they come back.
And I think there's a little bit of what you're saying is a part of the trap. Can I say it like that? You go, and for anyone, right? Not even just Africans who are coming to the United States, specifically Ghanaians who are going to the United States, but even for people who are growing up in the United States, right? You want a good education, so you go to college so you can get a good education. And at the end of that good education, you have quite a bit of debt. And in order to pay off that debt, you have to get a job so that you can cancel that debt. Now you go and you get that job and you meet a very nice and caring person who thinks you're the bee's knees. So you marry said person, and then you start a family. And because you've started a family wherever you are, it gets significantly harder to move. Now you want a house for your family, so you get a mortgage. A mortgage is 30 years. It's not necessarily like, oh, I'm leaving Ghana, I'm never going back. I think there's a lot of it that is a little bit of a trap. You get caught in the snowball, and the next thing you know, you wake up and it's like you're 50 and you're like, I'm leaving today.
Yeah.
I'm leaving right now. I'm going back. And if that's you,
come on, y'all.
come on back.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, I like it here.
Oh,
I think there's so much of the living in the States that you just don't realize there's other places that you'll enjoy.
I don't know anybody who's come and not like it here. And
it's kind of true.
The people who we've heard who come here and not like it, well,
they had a different mindset altogether. I don't think they like anywhere.
I think they were
like
more
those people who don't like anything.
More for show than anything. I don't think they were genuine in the reasons to come here. So
absolutely. Okay, so we've got Maurice saying, why would you leave the US for a developing country? It's like going back in time.
Ooh,
maybe.
Let's see. Let's talk about going back in time for a second. 50, 60 years ago, they were trying to squash the black vote. What's happening in America right now? They're trying to squash the black vote.
You went into politics. You're not supposed to talk about politics.
But when it comes to going back in time, you know, America
is going back in time.
Going back in time very quickly.
But you know what? I think that what you've just said is actually kind of a compliment, right? Do you remember going back in time where you could live in a place where you didn't feel like bad things were going to happen to you in the middle of the street, or that there was a higher sense of community amongst people, or people just seemed to be more calm and friendly? I mean, I hear people say that about the olden days all the time, right?
Right.
So there's a little bit of the back in time that's that you want, that you actually want. And it is ripe for people who want to tap into their own entrepreneurship. You know?
Absolutely.
So many opportunities.
Ooh, yeah.
So, hey.
Stay tuned. We'll talk about those opportunities in the next couple of weeks.
Back in time is probably a good thing. All right. We are getting towards the end of our live here.
Oh, no.
Charles wants to know, why is it so expensive here in Ghana?
Because all that Africans are poor and all that stuff, they were lying to y'all. These people got money over here. I was at the club where we had Green's Lounge, and it was like a Lambo sitting out in front of the place with a Phantom across from it. Yeah. And this is in Tema. There was a Phantom and so
Lucas seen cars here that he's never seen in the States. I mean, he's like, what is that? And I mean, in like a whatever those sports car thingies that are driving down the road, I don't even know what they are. I don't.
Yeah, and there's people here, and they tease me because they're driving past me in their big F-250, and Luke, first thing I was like, see, you gonna borrow your truck? No, son. Those are the people with money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Taquisha wants to remind everyone that we share the good, the bad, and the ugly about Ghana, and that she appreciates that we're giving all those sides as she's planning her move. And that was really the point, right?
Oh, yeah. Like, we want to be honest and say it's not a utopia. There's issues here, but for every issue, there's a solution.
Yeah. I mean, you can definitely find one. And if you come with only the positives, and no one's told you about any of the negatives,
oh, you're going to be disappointed.
You're going to be so disappointed when you get here, because you're going to be like, wait, what? The lights go off. Whereas, can't we just tell you that, yeah, sometimes the lights go off. Generator, solar power, think of your options so that you're prepared and you can make a better plan. So that is, thank you for acknowledging that. We appreciate that.
We appreciate that.
We only go to the West for greener pastures because we're painted this picture that the West is heaven. Isn't that the truth? And then on the Western side, the picture is that Africa is less than heavenly.
Yeah.
So yes, we have somebody else. Rest and Relaxation agrees completely that they like the good, the bad, and the ugly. We have some people who are coming back after retirement. Yes, Florence, Tammy, both planning their return after retirement, which I love.
Sure. They make the money there, then they come here.
Yeah.
Live like kings.
Same thing happens when you go to the people who are coming from the Caribbean that they kind of get stuck to, right? There is, Yes. So yeah, the U.S. is trying to take us back to 1855. I'm not gonna say anything else.
GTO. Well, yeah,
I'm gonna leave that one where it was.
Going back.
Legion says, "You love the way you broke it down. College, marriage, kids, mortgage, savings. Yeah, and then the retirement plan is to come home. You can see how many people are planning that because that's how it goes, right? Yep. And then who do you see on vacation in African countries? See a lot of different kind of people over here on that. Yeah. So somebody wants to know if you made it to the Volta region.
Yes, I was there today, Inyo, and it was beautiful. Let me tell you, wow.
I know.
I can't wait to go back. I can't remember the name of the dam that's out there, but I heard you can't get to it right now for whatever reason. But I saw it. We were at the Volta Hotel. We had a meeting there and had lunch, and the view of the Volta Lake was awesome. It really was. And you can see the dam. I'll have to show the video. You can see the dam there, and then it's like mountains or hills, and it's all green.
And just totally different
and it was like so clean. Definitely, without a doubt, the cleanest city that I've been in Ghana so far.
So there you go, guys. If you're looking for places,
it was really, really nice. Compostable. Nice.
Taquisha just popped us a super sticker.
Thank you, Taquisha.
Somebody said, Taquisha said, Ghana is rich. And somebody kind of right there says, I've been places in Africa where nothing works. I've been places in America where nothing works.
Go to rural Kentucky, bro. Let me tell you. Hey. People like, is this Somali or Kentucky? Because I can't tell the difference. And, people don't, you don't realize, like, just because, like, I'll use Kentucky because I know Kentucky's like one of the poorest states in America. And what are the two big cities in Kentucky?
Lexington and
Louisville.
Yes.
Okay, so outside of that, it's poor. It is really, really poor.
I think West Virginia was worse. We say this as people who have been. I've been to every state in the union except for Alaska and Maine. Otherwise, I've been to all 50 states. And we've traveled through West Virginia together. It is fun being in an RV full of Black people in West Virginia.
They're like, man, who are y'all? Yeah, that was interesting.
We saw a phone, like a phone booth phone. And Luke was like, what is that? Like, it's a phone booth. Sorry, it's completely unrelated, but there are some people living some very humble lives in so many different parts of the United States. Yeah. So
and if you want to talk about dirt roads, I mean, there's places in Kentucky that they don't know what paved roads are.
Why do you keep picking on Kentucky?
I'm not, but it's just that, because I know the numbers of Kentucky, I can talk about it. But even like,
I mean, there's Alabama. Some roads in Detroit that you would lose a car in. I mean, talk about a manhole. So I don't. We could go on like this forever. We should not. But the point is that yes, there are things in Africa that don't work, but there are things everywhere that don't work, including in America. So keep that in mind. The question is: are you living in a place that makes you feel uplifted with hope, or deflated by circumstance? Yes. That was high five. That was a good one. Somebody put that on a t-shirt. Send it to me. All right. So Pamela, thank you. Super sticker. We appreciate that. Really appreciate that. Keep up the good work. Wash your hands. Wash it. I just gave you high The way children can play freely outside without getting kidnapped.
Yeah. Some of these kids, you try to kidnap them, you'll bring them right back. Oh, I'm sorry, we made a mistake, man.
Have this one.
But you talk about that. I saw this little 4 or 5 year old kid
So little.
walking to school by himself. And
So
the way he
little.
was walking
Was
like
boss.
he owned the street, you know?
He
But
was
then,
boss.
you know, I saw a lady walking with maybe a 3-year-old and an older kid. But the way the 3-year-old was walking, you know, he was looking at the people as he walked by and the way they were going. And I'm thinking this guy next year or the year after will be walking to school by himself. And
yeah,
he knows the route. He's eyeballing people to see who they are and looking at them, and he's developing his social status by letting people know I'm good with walking down here, and I know you're not bothering me, and I'm not bothering you, so it's no problem.
You had that same feeling when we were in New York and we saw the school kids riding the subway by themselves. You were like tripping out, like, who lets a kid ride the subway alone?
Who lets a third grader?
Just riding the subway, no problem, man. What you talking about? You adapt to the environment that you're in.
Absolutely.
We have another super sticker. Yay! Thank you so much. It's all that love because you were talking about Volta.
Oh yeah, and I really love that place. I'm looking forward to going back actually. So
yes.
What the Doty something, the Doty cruise or Doty Island is out there. We didn't get a chance to take the cruise or anything like that, but yeah, we got to get back out there.
We will. So you'll get a video soon from the Volta region, and then Miss Joanne wants to.
Good evening, family. Good evening. Oh, Janine is there. Hey, Janine. And she said, "Oh, happy Memorial Day." Oh, thank you, ladies, for tuning in. We appreciate that.
All right, so that brings us to the end.
Already.
Yeah, the time goes fast. I'm sorry for those of you guys who are kind of looking at it like, oh my God, they talked for so long, but you guys just keep asking questions and we just want to keep answering. So we have to do that for you guys, right? Hopefully you enjoyed the live that we had today. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and notification bell so that you don't miss any of our lives. They are the last Friday of every month at 10 p.m. Ghana time. You guys on daylight savings, no problem. So we're just gonna leave it at that.
Yeah, if you're a subscriber, you know, you hear the bell and you're like, okay,
it's about that time. Yeah. We want to thank Alpha Afrique one more time.
Alpha Afrique hooked us up. I really love the shirt. Thank you guys.
I know if you guys can, I don't even know if you guys can see this. This is like embroidered stitching on here. Can you believe that whole thing is? It's not like a print or an iron on or anything else. It is stitching.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Absolutely.
I don't even understand that, but ladies, right.
And for, you know, you see the continent of Africa here and then the Jinami.
Yes.
And
I love it.
Oh yeah, I got to go the other way. But
yes, but make
sure
make sure that you follow Alpha Afrique on Instagram. Actually, we have some photos that we're going to be doing with them soon, so you might see us pop up on their Instagram feed. Dun, dun, dun.
I have my first modeling photo shoot coming up.
That'll be fun. We'll see how that goes.
People are like, what?
That's going to be the face he's going to have in all the pictures.
Okay, we won't need him anymore. Thank you.
Off to the side, sir. Off to the side. And I think that, and with that, hey, we appreciate everybody coming out. All of the 1,000 members of our Facebook group, the 30,000 plus subscribers we have. We appreciate you so much. Everybody who's watching our videos, gotta love you for that. Let's see, what else is there to say? That's it, man. Charlie, off now. Oh,
dang it! I can't have nothing to myself.
I'm sorry.
She stole my Charlie out for now.
I'm sorry. You do it better than me. Go ahead.
Charlie out for now. She stole my.